This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's just get into the random news of the morning, all right, or afternoon. Okay, so we got 50 Cent and DaBaby linking up. 50 Cent wants to mentor DaBaby because, you know, he lost out with Pop Smoke. He was trying to do that, and Pop Smoke, unfortunately, someone took his life. So DaBaby and 50 Cent link up. This is right after the whole, we'll call it Candygate, where everyone tried to cancel DaBaby because those kids tried to finesse him, and he taught him a lesson. Well, anyways, DaBaby says, somebody I've been studying for a minute lended me a few hours of his time today. People so scared to let me in the room. They messed around and let me in the room with 50 Cent. Big mistake. So anyways, 50 Cent and him, they're like connected now. He said, I lost Pop Smoke before he could get it. This one already got it, and he listened. I'm going to teach him all the mistakes I made. I mean, that's invaluable to get that kind of, like, to get someone to listen to the mistakes you made so they could be better and not make those mistakes. That's so important and invaluable, and DaBaby will take advantage of it. So this is, for everyone who doesn't like DaBaby, this is dangerous. I mean, I think it's pretty amazing what he's done. He's done a lot. I don't think he's the best rapper in the world, but I think he's one of the best we got right now, you know? And he's making good moves. He moves correctly. He does get himself in a lot of trouble, but I'm sure 50 Cent will teach him those mistakes too. Like, hey, you got to move like this so you don't get in trouble. Because 50 Cent really stayed out of trouble, even though he moved militant. Anyways, that's what's going on. He said, big mistake, beyond grateful for the game. All right, awesome. All right, so we'll get back to DaBaby in a second. So Richard Sherman was arrested for burglary, domestic violence, denied bail. Well, I read kind of what they're talking about. It seems like he was trying to force him away in a home that he didn't live in. So this isn't, it doesn't seem like this has anything to do with his wife. I don't know. I'm going to wait for more details before this, like, completely comes out, because it's really hazy right now what happened. It seems like he forced his way in a home, someone called the cops, and they charged him with this. But this could be a big misunderstanding. I thought it was, I don't know. I don't think he's breaking into his own home. I mean, he's married. Yeah, I don't know. So, anyways. Tekashi pressed in Brooklyn in traffic. Tekashi was talking smack back. And then he said, every time the gangsters don't do nothing, y'all get mad and say it's staged. But let it be the other way around and my car got popped up. Y'all be like, oh, R.I.P. L. Y'all cheer when it's in y'all favor and cry when it's not. That's why I laugh. And then he goes on a King Von rant, which I'm not going to go on because it's a little too disrespectful. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy has been warning Tekashi on Clubhouse. And then also, he's warning Vlad. He regrets doing that Vlad interview where he was talking about the guys trying to rob his house, and, you know, he popped, you know, he returned fire. And then it turned into a Soulja Boy challenge because it was such a ridiculous interview, right? I mean, I totally hear Soulja Boy where that was a serious situation. It's not funny, right? But to just randomly come at Vlad of something, and he was like, yo, I drove in your Tesla. You showed me how the Tesla worked. We bonded over that. You bonded over the Tesla? Like a demonstration? And then he's like, Vlad interviewed the people that came in my house. That was a little weird, but you should expect that. He is media. And if the other people, some people have morals and principles and some don't. Some are just straight about business. Vlad's about business. You knew he was going to do that. He's going to interview both sides, no matter how tight you guys think you are. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of rappers try to fool you into being tight with them so you don't do stuff like that. They're not tight with you. They won't come through for you. They won't do interviews with you all the time. I noticed Vlad only does that with people he's really tight with, like a Boosie or somebody like that comes through all the time, because you're an asset and you're showing that you're friendly. You give and you take, you know? Some rappers only take. They get the interview, then they make you feel like they're with you like that, but they're not. So rappers, entertainers, I would say, they do the okie doke on you. So I don't necessarily, in this situation, I don't blame Vlad for interviewing the people that wanted to, because they had a different side of the story. I also hear that Soulja Boy, his life was on the line, and he learned a valuable lesson in that. Luckily, hopefully he never makes that mistake again, where I forget exactly what it was, but basically you let the wrong people around you and your home was too accessible. You can't let people know where you live. You can't be accessible like that. But for him to get mad randomly 2-3 years later was, I don't know, he loved the Soulja Boy challenge at first. He did it himself. That's what's funny about it. Then right after this, he trolls DaBaby. He goes and cashes out a bunch of kids with candy. When DaBaby wasn't, I've seen DaBaby bless people that are selling candy. If they're honest with him, he gives them tons of money and supports kids' entrepreneurship, right? Soulja Boy's trolling DaBaby on this one for the internet, and that's DMX mural goes up in Yonkers as a memorial. That's amazing. It makes it too real. Like I don't like to think about that DMX isn't here anymore. You know, it's hard to imagine that's reality. You know, Cardi B reacts to everyone that thought that, you know, giving her daughter $1 million in birthday presents was too much. She's a 3-year-old, and you're raising a spoiled kid at that point. And that's what people were kind of making the point of. I mean, how are you going to top this next year? When your child's 16, you better get her the Bugatti, because you just gave her $1 million in jewelry, right? So when she learns how to drive, she's going to expect a Bugatti. She's like, wait a minute, for my 3rd birthday, you gave me a Richard Mille watch and an iced out necklace. That's like, what, $500,000 right there? I expect you to outdo that for me driving. You're going to raise the most entitled kid ever. So Cardi B says, I'm living my childhood dreams through my kids. I don't know any kid that dreams, hey, Dad, why don't I have a Richard Mille watch? No 3-year-old saying that. They'll be happy with the Disney watch. Okay? Cardi B said, why not princess parties? So that's fine. Nobody's talking about the princess party. Unlimited toys? No, there's nothing. Imagine if you had everything. You would never have been Cardi B, you know? If Cardi B had everything, there would have been nothing to work for. Vacations and pools. My kid loves the pool. What is that? Nobody's talking about vacations or pools. I went to the pool like 5 times in my childhood. Most of us didn't have a pool in our childhood, Cardi B. Okay? And a trip to the ocean is difficult. Okay, you got to go to the public beach. It's not the... She could have gone to any public beach. There's 1 million public beaches around New York. Trust me. Okay? Different flavor cereal, not just Raisin Bran. Oh my gosh. Are you crazy? We're talking about cereal? They want me to be miserable as them. Same old ish. Then speak about it for a week, play victim. Like if I started with them. You can't show people you happy here. It makes girls play. Well, you don't have to show everything on the gram. And you probably shouldn't, because then people know how much you got. And they want it. So it's always best to keep your private life private. It's not for everybody. Anyways, hey, it is what it is. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. A lot of people watch this channel and they hate how critical I am of things. But, hey, what do you want? Do you want it? This is the, do you want reality or do you want the truth? That's what most people can't handle, the truth. Right? People want a happy party where everything is amazing. It's not like that. But hey, I try to give a little bit of positive. Hey, it's positive. Cardi B has money, and she's able to do this for her kids, right? But I'm not criticizing. It's her money. She can do whatever she wants. But you got to be careful how you raise kids, because we've all seen rich kids grow up and how entitled they are. And we've seen it on on TV. It's crazy. So you don't want to. She might regret this. And I think it is a little ridiculous, let's be honest. The kid's 3. Okay. Kid's not even going to remember this in 3-4 years. Anyways, this kid's going to have a house by 5. She could be out on her own. Because you got to top it. You got to buy the kid a mansion at 5 years old, right? Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.